Welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Hard and Uncut. We are departing Kerbin in our... Well, it's the craft we put together. I think the other lander looked better, but I think this is practically better because, yeah, it's just more compact. In fact, we could actually... Oh, by the way, you may have noticed our crew have unveiled their real names, their true Kerbal names. So we have Axel and Arvin. I think that's Lubo and the name who begins with a P. I couldn't remember it. So we have our pilot, Axel, our scientist, Arvin. Let's hope that they both survive this mission because we're getting a nice crew together. And I'm just hoping they don't get stranded because that will tie up a lot of things. So what we can do actually is we can do a little EVA. And I can just experiment quickly and see, can I do that? Oh, I can. Oh, that's brilliant. So we could do that. I don't need to do it. We could do that. What does that do for me? Don't need to do that. What about this one? Can I conduct it? Now, can I transmit anything? Ooh, we'll keep that. You know what? We might as well do that as well, actually. Keep that. So we're gonna collect data. We're gonna collect data. We're gonna restore. We're going to restore. We're going to store those experiments. We're going to board. Look at that. That's easy. It's much more compact, isn't it? I quite like this. I was wondering, like those fuel tanks there, 29. So if I'd have gone for maybe more of these, like six rings with like 2 of these in each, sort of extended them, it might have looked cool as well, and it would have given us potentially more legs for more stability. So that's another design point. Also, I could have alternatively put one of these at the bottom here and rounded it off. And anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at with the design philosophy on this lander. That's weird. I don't know if I like it. I could have actually changed that engine as well, so I don't have this bottom. Anyway, we have got to do a plane change right now. Well, not right now, but here at this point here, because we're currently going to miss that by quite a significant amount. So let's just pull this down first of all, like that, and then we'll do a bit of a pull back like so. Right, and then I want a focus view. So we actually overburned. We overburned significantly on our way out here by 2 meters per second. But when you're as far out as Minimus, that adds up big time. So we need to be aware of that. We did overburn just a smidgen. I want to go that way. Is that the way to... I hate it when it does that. Right, is that the way to go? And is that the way to go? I don't want to be polar in actual fact. I want to be like that. That's good. But it is very sort of, it's very high, like that. Can I just get closer? That would be much nicer. Oh, there we go. This is looking much nicer. We're going into the plane and then we just do that. Which way around do I want to go? Or no, I think this is the correct way, isn't it? It probably isn't actually. I'm probably going OTT with this. I'll just do a bit more like that and a bit of that. Get myself in nicely. So I want to basically come in on its plane, on its axis would be best. Where are we going to be if we circularize that? I want to cut that line. There we go. That's better. And then if I do that, nope, wrong way. Do that. Oh, it's tight to the surface there, isn't it? That's beautiful. That's perfect. I'll have that, please. How far up is that? It's 12 kilometers. Right, that would be perfect for us, and we can refine that as we want to. So let's go do that burn. We'll warp towards. We don't have any electricity at the moment coming in because we're behind the sun, but there we go. That's nice. Right. So this is actually quite an interesting burn. So we've got a bit of normal, anti-normal. Got a bit of anti-normal burn with a little touch of retrograde. So we're basically, I think we're doing about 10 meters per second retrograde that we overburned. So we could have been much more efficient with this whole craft's launch and everything. So we'll see. I mean, we got more than enough delta V to do probably 3 or 4 trips up and down to Minimus, and that will hopefully sort of keep us occupied while we're waiting to get more science and things like that, and not more science but more funding for the science facilities to transfer between vehicles and things like that, because we can't fuel this thing up technically until then. Right, let's have a look. Off we go. Full throttle. I think we're going to go full throttle. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Full throttle. There we go. And the police are going past, taking their time going past, and there we go. Right, we're going to just turn around. Oh, they were warning me about overburning, that's what it was. Right, we're going to hit that. Because if this was not live and uncut sort of style, I could just edit all that out, which would be probably better. Oh, there we go. Right, now let's have a look. What are we looking like? Oh, that's actually perfect. I did not think I was going to get as good at... That's actually... Oh, now. Yeah, that is a little low for Minimus, if I remember rightly. I can't remember what the peaks on Minimus are. I'm sure you can comment down below. Thank you, by the way, for all of your comments. Comments are wonderful. Likes are wonderful. Subscriptions are wonderful. They all help the algorithm. They all help these sorts of things. Yeah, also, please check out some of the other series, because we've got Express to Orbit is out now. You can see it. It's a 3-parter. We've got the Very Basic Space Program. Those are both modded. Yeah, always welcoming new ideas as well. I know we've had some on Discord, some really good ideas for modded series. I may push those out, because I have a series for March. I have something like this for March, actually. It's going to run in parallel. That is modded. It's actually going to be RP1 based. But I do not have anything for after that. And that series is planned to only last to March. No matter what happens, it ain't going any longer. So yeah, that it would be good to have something firming up. I've got an idea in my mind for something maybe with like... I know a lot of people use Kerbalism. I used to use TAC Life support, and I haven't used it for an age. And so there's a bit of me that wants to do something with TAC Life support, and I know there's a couple of mods out there now that allow you to do grow your own life support stuff, basically. Is this going to give us anything? No, reset that. Scientists can EVA. We can do... Look at that. It's brilliant. We can actually EVA, and we can actually do this. We can collect this. We can restore it. Oh, this craft's so much better. It doesn't look as good, but you know what? It's still just good. EVA report, don't need that. No. Right, we'll just deposit that into there. And then we're bored. Wonderful. Right. So we're going to come into the Minimus sphere of influence very soon. What I'll do is I'll pop it to there. We'll warp to there. And then, as soon as we get in, I'm gonna do the EVA stuff that I need to do. We'll get that done. Because that's beautiful free science. We might as well do it while we can. Log temperature. Temperature just need to redone. Keep that. Pressure. Have we done a pressure before? We have. And then the big one, conduct this one. And we'll keep... Oh, now. We can transmit this. Let's transmit it. Do-do-do. Oh, we can't. Seriously? Oh, yeah. Right. Reset the beer. Because it just gets confusing. Conduct it. Right. I was hoping we could transmit that, but we're actually out of transmitter range. What if I... Is it... Let's keep that. Is it because these are not deployed? If I extend... No, I just want you to deploy. Extend. Turn off that. Oh, transmit all. Yes, please. Ah, so you actually have to have them open. That's interesting. I thought they used to do themselves. Extend antenna. So we are in range with those. Right. So we need to put this on to allow partial. Nope. Allow partial. I need to check they're all on allow partial. Now, is that they are allow? I always get confused with this. Are they actually allowing partial now, or were they allowing partial before? Allow partial. Allow partial. Extend antenna. because it just looks cool having all the antennas out. I'm going to regret that though. I know I'm going to regret that. Transmitting science has been a long-term problem of mine, shall we say, for a while now. Review data. Transmit it. Transmit the data. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to just let this time warpy-dopey and see if it can do this. So it's just going to use some of the electric charge up as we go. I need to keep in mind on where Minimus is. It's got 23 done. I just need to be aware that we may need to go for an emergency landing if I get too close, and then we need to stop the science. But I'm not entirely sure how you stop the science for transmitting, so we'll have no electric charge. So that'll be interesting. Let's have a look. When's it gonna finish? Tell me the percentage. Where's my percentage? Faster, 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 please. Come on. More. Oh, done. Wonderful. Right. And then this one we're gonna transmit as well. Oh, we don't get anything for that, so that can be reset. Right, we can EVA you. Can you just do that from there? You can't. So we can just do that, and then can you? Oh, it's that one I need to do. Restore that. Board. Thank you. Right, we killed some time there, which I didn't really want to kill. So we're going to come into here, warp to there, and then. Yeah, so this craft's actually doing nicely. It's doing much better than I thought it was going to do. My concern is the height of these. So let's have a look. I think that's high enough to not be a problem. Let's just pop us radially out first, though. I think a radial out burn is probably a good idea. Radial in? I think that's radial in. Where's the radial out? Radial out's got the things on the outside, hasn't it? I think that's radial out. We're going to find out in a second, though. So we're going to pop us on radial out. There we go. We're just going to pull it up to 7. Because it's going to go down when I do the capture burn anyway. Right. So we're going to come to here. Warp there. All right. Put ourselves on retrograde. I didn't really need to send a pilot here, but I like being able to use the prograde retrograde, particularly for landings. And if we're going to do a lot of them, it starts to become sort of a tedium. There we go. We'll just do that. Now, what's actually going to happen here is I am going to probably end up with my periaps dropping to, I don't know, something significant. Right. Keep going. There we go. I want this to be about there. That, right. Okay, we're getting a bit low. So what we'll do is we'll come around to here, and we'll do a prograde burn just to pull it up, because you will notice that does look as though it is running slightly close to a valley there. There are some of these bits that stick out that I am not a big fan of on Minimus. Other people may love them. I am not a big fan of them. Do we go straight for a landing? No, we don't. We're just gonna put a little bit more power into this thing, just to give us up to our, I think 10. I think 10 is normally where I would sit it, but we'll sit it just below the 10. I can't entirely remember where low space is actually around Minimus, so I could actually I could check that, couldn't I? Do we actually have the ability to... Oh, crew transfer. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, can you do crew transfer even when you don't have resource transfer? That's interesting. Now, that's an interesting one, because you surely... maybe. Here we go. Right, let's do a crew report. Near Minimus. Okay, that's good. Right, I want to be in retrograde, please. Not prograde. And then we're going to do a little bit of a burn. We're going to wait until we get just onto it. So give ourselves a little bit of time. There we go. And then we'll just do a little bit of a burn just to pull us down. And we're going to sit at about 8 kilometers circular is a really nice height, I think. We get a nice view of the surface. We can do a bit of science and all that sort of stuff. I think what I will do is, though, we will hold off on landing until next episode, because it is the end of the episode in the next 30 seconds. So we're going to, let's see, I will transmit it. We will observe the mystery goo. We're going to transmit that as well, I think. We can't do that. What have we got here? Log temperature. No. crew report. Nope. So we're going to transmit that. That will eat away some of our electricity. We've got a flag down there. Who needs to... Oh, right. So from me, until next time when we're going to land back on Minimus, have a great one.